For the next presentation, I would like to call Mr. Pankaj Ray Adhikari, and who has been a consultant optometrist and optometry program supervisor at Biratnagar Eye Hospital. Uh, he will be enlightening us on quality management in an optical dispensing unit of Biratnagar Eye Hospital. I think this is a very uh, pertinent and important topic of this time. So I would like to welcome Mr. Adhikari for his presentations. Would you please share your screen, please?
Thank you very much for your kind support, Gauri sir, and especially Mero Eye Foundation for conducting such kind of virtual conference in Nepal. The topic of my presentation is quality management in optical dispensing unit of Biratnagar Eye Hospital. So there is no any financial and conflict of interest in these presentations. So I would like to thank Mr. Tinku Mukherjee, Sudhir Kumar Thakur, Rajendra Shah, Sabir Mustakim, and all staffs of optical dispensing unit for their kind support. So coming to introduction, like refractive error is one of the leading cause of visual impairment in world we all know, and spectacles are the commonest mode of treatment for that. And only provision of spectacles cannot totally solve the problem for uncorrected refractive error. So provision of spectacles along with proper optical dispensing can reduce the spectacles non-compliance and motivate the patient who are constantly using spectacles. So there are different definition of quality, some from different expert. So they quotes like from Edward Deming, quality is everyone's responsibility, and Henry Ford, who is the CEO of Ford company, is also quote like quality means it's all quality means doing it right when no one is expecting or no one is looking. So there are different definitions of quality, and we all expect everywhere for quality products. So why not in spectacle dispensing? So what does if quality does not meet in optical dispensing means if quality does not meet the expected demand, then it may hamper patient satisfaction, and there will be spectacles non-tolerance. So if there is a non-tolerance of spectacles, which may lead to dissatisfactions with spectacles, and it might indirectly lose the confidence of practitioners' ability, and also there will be some defect with the patients and practitioners' relationship. So there is very crucial role in quality management system in optical dispensing. So what are the main cause of non-tolerance of spectacles? So mainly it is categorized as dispensing related, prescription related, and binocular related. So there are two facts like dispensing and prescription related factors are the main cause for non-tolerance spectacles. So in dispensing related issues, like we consider inappropriate frame selection. So if we do not consider the frames according to the face, so it might be hampers the visual outcomes also, and it also bother the cosmetical appearance. So we have to consider the frame selection. Next is the lens selections. So according to frame, we have to choose or the type of lens or the diameter of lens, which type of lens is going to fit more comfortable with that frame. So we have to consider like that. So next is incorrect facial and frame measurement. So we have to adjust the frame temple or nose pad according to the face, so that it directly contact with the face and it looks cosmetically better. And then after positioning of lens, so after having proper frame, we have to position the lens and we have to mark the axis, and then we have to fit accordingly. Then is the alignment problem. After fitting in the frames, we have to align the facial pentoscopic tilt, and we have to adjust the node pad, node and temple also. So the final one is adaptation and proper counseling. So after or before delivery, we have to counsel the patient regarding the adaptation. Some patients who are new to presbyopia corrections or new to progressive additional lenses, and some are using very high degree of refractive error. So there will be chances of getting difficulty with the adaptation. So we have to counsel the patient regarding the adaptation time, and we have to also explain regarding the care and maintenance of the spectacles. So the next one is prescription related. We have to think over correction of myopia, whether the myopic is corrected more, or then it is if there is a hypermetropia, we have to think like there is under correction of hypermetropia or not. It might be cause some asthenopic symptoms in coming future. And another is incorrect addition power. If we consider the age or the visual demand, we have to think the addition power is correct or not. And the final one is wrong cylindrical axis. If we consider the astigmatism, and if the axis is not marked up to the with the prescribed prescriptions, there might be having difficulty with adaptation. So we have to consider these four things in prescription related problem. And the third one is binocular related. So it might cause like binocular balancing. If there is an anisometropia and power is a little bit difference in both the eyes, so on that time there will be a binocular balancing problem. So we have to explain the patient regarding the binocular balancing, and we have to check also whether the power is hampering or it creates double vision or any other problems. So we have to consider like that. And the spectacles prescribed for exercise also. Some spectacles are given for vision therapy or for squint management. So on that time, we have also considered regarding the binocularity is present or not. We have to think like that. So these are the main three components which may cause the non-tolerance of spectacles. So there are some research. So one of the research which was performed in Delhi, this also suggests the non-tolerance of spectacles is mainly due to the dispensing related, which is 52%, and prescription related is 48%. So another studies which was done in UK, and it also suggests the same thing, like prescription related problem is 61% and dispensing related is 22%. And the others like binocular vision anomalies is also the third component for non-tolerance of spectacles. So we have to think why patients are not accepting the spectacles on time. So these are the problems which might be a cause. There will be the non-tolerance of the spectacles. So to overcome, we did one small study in our hospital, to find out the causes of non-tolerance of spectacles in Biratnagar Eye Hospital. What is the errors found in the spectacle dispensing, and how the customer are satisfied with optical dispensing unit of Biratnagar Eye Hospital. So we did one descriptive cross-sectional study between January to February 2009 for 2 months, and the sample size was 7,182%. This sample size was not calculated by using any calculator. We just include the patients who came for optical dispensing in the optical department of our eye hospitals. So among them, male were 48% and female were 52%, and age between 18 to 65 years old. And we use the sampling method like purposive. So whatever come, we included the person for the study. And the error was also classified as major and minor error. So major errors are axis more than 5 to 10 degree in any prescriptions, axis more than 5 degree in high power, moon is placed upside down, and moon is placed slightly temporal to the frame, and lens is interchanged in both. Sometimes if we will not check the power, it might be caused like some lenses is from right lens, it is fitted in the left eye also. So we have to think like that also. So there is some glass crack in the edge while fitting. So lens scratches or power difference is more than plus minus 0.25 diopter, glass bubbles, dazzle of glasses, color of two lenses are not matching properly, loose lens fitted which comes out, and another reason for which the glass have to be changed. So these are the main major errors we categorize, and the minor errors are axis less than 5 degree in low powers, power difference is less than plus minus 0.25 diopter, and minor scratches which is not observable, slightly differed lenses is for high powers. So these are the categories of minor errors. So coming to the results, so in all patients, we found 16 cases of non-tolerance of spectacles during that period, and among them, dispensing related issue were found is 44%, prescription related issues were found in 38%, and binocularity related issues were found 18%. So the common errors identified during the verification of spectacle dispensing is around 2.3% of total spectacle dispense. Among them, around 1% cases were major error, and 1.4% cases were for minor error. So how to solve these errors? So we have to think appropriate frame selection according to according to phase, and appropriate lens selection according to the type of refractive error or frame size. So before dispensing or before fitting the spectacles, we have to consider pre-dispensing measurement like frame selections, PD measurement, fitting height measurement, pantoscopic tilt, and back vertex adjustment, lens power verification before fitting to the frame. So accurate fitting, it also includes like lens blocking and axis marking before fitting in the frame. So another is verification of fitted spectacles, like when the spectacle is ready for dispense, we have to think whether the spectacle is only or not. So we have to consider power, axis, scratches, is any scratches is present on the lens or not, or any gap while fitting is there or not, or nose pad is adjusted or not. So you have to think these all things before giving to the patient. So finally, we have, after verification of spectacles, we have to check the visual acuity, whether it is as mentioned in the prescription or not. So we have to consider the visual acuity, or we have to check the visual acuity again before giving to the patient. And then finally, effective and efficient counseling regarding the adaptations and care maintenance of spectacles. So these are the factors which also solve these all errors, and there is chances of getting less error in optical dispensing. So there is one study which also suggests like about 1/3 of the patient who did not ask the optician to verify the dispensed spectacles had inaccurate spectacles. So this study also suggests that they might be getting chance of having inaccurate spectacles dispensing. So they recommend like in spherocylindrical lenses, patient have to advise to ask the optician to verify whether the spectacles lens have been dispensed as prescribed or not. So this is the recommendation from one of the study done in India. So coming to the quality control system. So in Viratnagar Eye Hospital, there is a quality control mechanism in optical dispensing, and the hospital is the tertiary eye care hospital in Eastern Nepal with different sub-specialty clinic including optical dispensing unit, with which has proper quality management system under the aegis of Nepal Netra Jyoti Sangh in Eastern Regional Eye Care Program, and it has 30 eye care centers, who is also providing the eye care services to the eastern part of Nepal. And in 2019, like more than 48,000 spectacles were dispensed from base hospital of Viratnagar Eye Hospital. And quality control mechanism was also started from January 2018. And we have trained optometrists for quality control to check the quality control of the optical dispensing unit. He got training from UBEX Academy, Germany, for 1 month period, and he's right now he's doing the quality control mechanism in optical dispensing unit. So Viratnagar Eye Hospital has also CR lens processing unit, which is the first CR processing unit in Eye Hospital of Nepal. which produce good quality hard coated CR lenses, and it is run by trained and experienced human resource with proper quality control mechanism. So in that unit, mainly the complex power with complicated axis and progressive power were produced within 2 to 3 hours of order. And this unit also produced the tinted lenses to meet the demand of patient. So this is the picture of CR lens, CR grinding unit of Biratnagar Eye Hospital. So there is some protocols which was developed in optical dispensing unit, that is the order processing protocols. In this, we have separate protocol how to take order for the spectacle dispensing, and there is also protocol for salespersons who are mainly dealing with the frames and the type of lenses in the optical dispensing unit. So they are only situated, or they are only dealing with the frames and the type of lenses. So fittings, another protocol is fittings section protocol with flow charts. So in this section, like there is a protocol for fitting of high power frames or high power refractive mirror, and we have to flow flow the chart whether it is fitting properly or not. And there is a CR lens unit also, which has separate protocol for making the CR lenses, and purchase protocols, and finally the verification protocols. So there are these are the protocols which we are using in our optical dispensing unit. So optical dispensing process are also some carry some steps like frame selection. So we have protocol. We have to select the frames by the optician to according to the face or according to the type of refractive error. So there is a process of frame selections. Then after frame selections, PD marking was also done for each and every patient. Then rechecking of lenses and marking on the lens whether it is in the correct axis or not, or the power is correct as prescribed or not. So we have to pre-check the power with the lensometer before fitting in the frame. And then after aging with auto aging machines, then fitting and final quality control check by optometrist. So the optometrist who is posted in the optical dispensing unit, they will check the overall quality of the spectacles, and the if everything is good, and they have to just mark quality control staff on the prescription slip. And then after visual acuity measurement was also done with that fitted spectacles, and then counseling regarding the adaptation period, and then final delivery of the glasses. So these are the different steps which we are doing in optical dispensing unit of our hospital. After that, we have monitoring. We are also doing the monitoring of all fitted spectacles, and we have separate sheet for that. And we have also incorporated some sheets like incident reporting, whether any incident regarding fitting or prescription related that come to the hospital, and that was recorded, and the action or the proper solution was given to the patient or not. So that was also recorded as an incident. And then final the patient feedback. So any feedback from the patients related to prescriptions, related to fitting, that should be also monitored, and it was also documented in the sheet, and final solution was also given to the patient. So there is a recommendation for optical dispensing or optical dispensing unit for every like hospitals or even in retail optical shop also. So there is need to develop and practice the optical outlet checklist. So there should be proper checklist for frame selection. So we have to look at the written prescription on spectacles prescription for verification of accuracy. Then we have to think, or we have to check. We have developed separate checklist for pupillary distance measurement or for proper optical center placement, both vertically and horizontally. And then we have to consider the fitting height for bifocal and progressive lenses. So we have to also check the vertical imbalance problems in the axis 90 degree to the axis placed at 90 degree, and we have to again check the unwanted prism induced due to decentration of error in the axis 180 degree. And then accurate fitting, so any cracked or scratches over the lens is happened or not, or it was documented or not, we have to check the fitted glasses. And then final visual acuity testing, and then explain about the care and adaptation for the spectacles. So these are some special checklist which minimize the error or which minimize the intolerance of spectacles. So the best glass prescriptions might include like checklist for all the levels from frame selections to final dispensing, and best glass prescription. So which also support for better to have near miss than an error. So if any error occur, that matters the cost of the spectacles. So just producing an error, we have to just check the near miss and we can rectify. That will make the patient happy. So we have for best glass prescription, we have different checklist, and we have to think better to near miss than an error. So what is the impact of all these things? So we did like patient satisfaction survey every year, and in 2000 we include 3 years data from our optical dispensing unit, like 2017, 2018, and 19. So before introducing quality control mechanism, so the satisfaction level was only 60% from optical dispensing unit of our hospital. And when quality control mechanism was started in 2018, so it was reached to 80%, and again in 2019 it was increased up to 90%. So the satisfaction level is increasing day by day while incorporating quality mechanism, introducing quality management in optical dispensing unit of our hospital. And we also ask to the customer or the patients, so why you are purchasing spectacles from our hospital. So they also suggest, like in 2017 the quality was only 61%, and in 2017 it was increased to 70%, and in 2019 it was 79%. So most of the patients are telling like we are purchasing optical from hospital premises due to high quality lenses. So in conclusion, like we think like quality is continuous process for improvement. It is not the end, and we have to think to create a smile on face of every more for a better vision and satisfied customer. So this from this I conclude my presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adhikari, for your nice presentations. It's really nice to hear about the mechanism of the dispensing, manufacturing, quality monitoring, and the control.